Good morning. Welcome to Bailey's and Tea Saturday. It is September the 7th. Can you believe it's September? My goodness. As you hop on, say good morning. Tell me how the weather is where you are while I get you up here where I can read what you're typing to me. It is hot and sunny here. I think we're in our last sort of run of hot weather. It's 31. It's supposed to be 31 today. It was yesterday as well. There we go, we're up and running. So I spent a lot of time inside and creating. I've actually worked a week ahead of time, so I have next week's stuff ready to go, but I'm this close to confirming that that's what we're gonna do, or we're gonna do something else. You know me, I can never make a decision. So we'll see what happens. It's always a surprise, right? That's why you come, because I surprise you with something every week. I don't have much news in the world of Stampin' Up! Other than the holiday catalog went live, and I actually did not bring a copy over here with me. But you remember, here, let me grab one. You remember this lovely little guy that I couldn't show you the inside to forever and a day. I now can. So we will start to play with those products very, very quickly here. And deadline for the Creative Escape has come and gone. But if you're fairly local and maybe within the next few days, we may be able to sneak you in with some kits, but we are mad frantically prepping and creating the pillow gifts and all that kind of stuff. My order of the product for those who signed up with me is on its way and should arrive on Monday, so I will get things packed. I cut a bunch of kits yesterday, packed up and shipped out to you so that you're all ready for the event. The virtual one, that is. I am not at the in-person one. So what else can I tell you? Paper Pumpkin's coming to a cutoff for that lovely little snail autumn one. I didn't bring anything over here with me this morning. I've showed it to you and it is pinned to the top of my page. Its deadline is, oh my goodness, September the 10th. So that is what, Monday or Tuesday? I don't even know. I don't have a calendar directly in front of me anymore. I've hidden it. So that's coming to an end. And then if you're local to Edmonton as well, Creative Carnival's deadline sign up for the Make and Takes is on September the 15th. So if you want to come for that, I'm sharing sneak peeks on my page as well from what the ladies are sharing, because we're all starting to post sort of what we're doing, what our sweets are, and you know, doing a little bit of this and that. So if you're not in that group, let me know if you want to be. I'll put you in there. And you can see all the fun's going on there. And I'm, of course, mad panic prepping for that as well. So if you don't know already, I can show you a sneak peek out of the catalog now, because I can show you the inside. Good morning, Rhonda. I am featuring the Snowy Scenes Suite. So it's this one here. It's super cute. Here, I'll get a little closer. It's super cute with all the snowmans and the penguins and the snow globes and all kinds of fun stuff. Here's some cute little samples in the catalog as well. So this is the suite that I'm going to feature at the Creative Carnival. So there'll be lots of inspiration with that. And of course, I will share with you as well as we get closer to the event on October the 5th or afterwards, just depending on how things work out. All right, so let's flip you around and get started on what we're going to create today. It is super cute. I know you're going to love it. It is out of the Annual Catalog. It's the Bird's Eye View set. I was inspired as it became September for back to school. So when I created my scrapbook page for tomorrow that will go up at 11, I used the books and then kind of went from there with the birds and everything like that. So I just kept on creating with it. So that's what we're going to play with today. All right, so if you get dizzy, look away, and we'll get to put into here. And let's see if I can. Yep, whoops, sorry. Did a massive zoom there. My Zoom is working again, friends. That's exciting, right? Okay. I don't know, I just went in there and pushed a bunch of buttons and made it work. That's what we do with Facebook. Okay, let me get my tea out of the way so I don't hit it and knock it, send it flying. All right, so as I said, bird's eye view is what we're going to play with today. Good morning, Wendy. It is super adorable. I've also pulled my original card, which I will show you in just a moment, used the Abundant Beauty decorative masks. Now these are retired, but you may still have them in your stash. There are some kind of snowy ones in there. And the card I created, I used this autumny sort of one because I was in the spirit. You know, it's September and you got to get in the spirit, right? So some of you may not have those. I think they're out of the last catalog, the last annual. I should write a date or something on it. The product number kind of reminds me of that run of numbers in our annual catalog last time. So you may have them. But instead, I substituted in, because you may not all have those masks because they are retired, the Leaf Fall folder. Now, this came from the Fall Mini, but it carried over into the online exclusives. So I'm going to recreate the card with this folder so that if you don't have it and you want to buy something that's sort of folly, you've got the Leaf Fall embossing folder that you can use as well. And then I brought in, just for my sentiments, I brought in the Choose Happy set, which is out of the annual catalog right now. Okay, so those are what we're going to play with. Let me just get everything to the side here, and then I'll bring in the card that we're going to create. Well, we're going to recreate from. So here's the little card that I created for fall. Is it not adorable? Now, if you know me well, you know that I love owls, I love sunflowers, I love ladybugs, I love Eeyore. There's many things I love, to be honest, but owls are my favorite, and these ones are just so like cartoonish and just adorable. So this is a card we're going to recreate with that fall folder instead. Okay, and this stamp set is a photopolymer, so it's clear so you can see through it. Sorry, I got all kinds of bits in here from my creating. There's some cute little glasses that you can add on to your owl or bird or whatever. I mean, I guess he's kind of a bird, but he kind of looks like an owl to me. There's a little one. There's sort of like a trio family. There's a lovely branch in there. There's the books, of course, and there's a little monocle. I can't remember if, let me just quickly peek, if the extra samples I used today are going to have the monocle or if it's my scrapbook page. Nope, it's my scrapbook page tomorrow that's got the bird with the little monocle. But this kind of looks owly to me. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. All right. Good morning, Sandra. Who else have I missed? I think I got everybody. All right. So I have pre-embossed the Leaf Fall embossing folder so that, let me just get the light here in the right spot. There we go. So that I didn't have to do it off screen. And isn't it gorgeous? And it just creates sort of a fall pattern. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our crumb cake ink and a blending brush and just kind of give it a little bit of color. Because obviously with this one, I used the mask and used the crumb cake ink to create that sort of background. But I kind of want to highlight those leaves so that you see them, right? And you could do this in a mixture of browns and oranges and yellows, obviously, to sort of create that full fall-y scene, just depending. But I kind of wanted to keep it more neutrals to the natural tones in this one, and then just bring out the greens to kind of say, you know, fall is kind of leaving us when all the green goes away, right? And then I've just got a layering piece of pecan pie to layer in behind that. So we'll just go ahead and put that down. So how's the weather where everybody is? I don't think anybody's commented since they jumped on. As I said, it's 31 degrees here today. Not fun, but we're going to enjoy the last few days of summer, right? All right, and then we'll layer that onto our card paste. Now I just used the thick basic white at our standard 5.5 by 8.5. And then the layer that I put in behind, so obviously like our standard layer that we use is 4 by 5.25. So I've just gone to 4 1/8 by, 5 3/4, I think. I might be wrong on that measurement. I don't have a guide in front of me, but just sort of that 1/4 inch or the 1/8 of an inch larger than what your base is. Okay, now we are going to stamp some leaves. So that's the leaf that's in the stamp set, and I've brought in Garden Green and my light Old Olive blend. I've already pre-done these, so we'll just do a quick version. I sort of wanted that darker outline and then sort of like sort of a lighter color on the inside. So I figured the Garden Green did that very well. And what I love about these leaves is that there's enough space in between to kind of leave them as a 3-pack, or you can cut them up separately and use them that way as well. So what I would do is just cut these out, and then on this I actually did cut some loose ones just to add as extra accents. So that's our leaves. Like I say, I've already pre-done it, so no need to watch me do that nonsense. And then I've stamped my little birdie, owl, whatever you want to call them, in Memento. And then I've brought in my blends. So I actually colored his beak ahead of time, but it's in Pumpkin Pie Light. I've colored the top half of him in Gray Granite Light. It's 18 degrees in Parksville. Very nice, Rhonda. You have a nice, cool day. I'm sure you'll be out in your garden playing, watering, whatever keeps you busy out there. Picking to freeze, all that fun stuff that you do. And then I've brought in the Ivory blend to color his tummy area. And we'll just do a quick color. And then on his or her, what do we call these? Wings, I guess. I've used the light crumb cake. I've actually used the combo. So the light and the dark. I think my crumb cake is one that I use quite often. It's starting to wear out. And then I've kind of just created a little bit of shadow on the outside. And then I'm just using the natural line of what the artisan did when they created the stamp set and created these little marks. I don't know what you would call them. You've already watered. Oh my goodness, you are up with the birds. And hung your sheets out to dry. Oh, nice. Nice, fresh, air-dried sheets. That is the way to go. And then I've used the light pecan pie to just create a little bit of highlight on his belly. And then, of course, I would fussy cut that out because there is no dies that go with this set, unfortunately. But we're okay with that, right? So let's bring in our little leaves and build our little scene. So I'll grab my mini dimensionals because I did put a few of them up on minis. And we'll lay out the scene. So I'm kind of going to use the middle. I'll grab my little owl, so I kind of, or my bird, whatever he's called, to kind of create where I want to put them. My seal doesn't want to work today. And like I say, you can cut all of these out separately, and you can, oh, I had to cut out that one that we did together. Let me quickly trim this one. You can cut them all out separately, or you can leave them all as a 3-pack of leaves, whichever you choose. And I think looking at this, I might have used the darker Old Olive on those leaves, because these ones look very bright. Sometimes I don't write down what I use and don't remember, but that's okay, right? All right, so let's see, where does this one go here? So are you ready for fall, or you just want to continue on with summer a bit longer? What do you guys think? You post in the comments there. I'm honestly ready for fall. In case you haven't noticed, I got my pumpkin watch band on. I'm ready to dig out my pumpkins and do my fall display out front. I love fall. But I know some people aren't quite ready for it yet. So we're just going to stick on some of these loose ones that I did. This card is very quick and easy, so we have time to chat and catch up. Okay. And then I put another one over here just to create. I might actually use up all of these so that I don't have them lying around. I got enough things lying around right now. I had to do the mad cleanup before I went live because I've been prepping the stuff for Carnival and prepping the stuff for the Creative Escape. I have stuff everywhere. What you can't see off camera is that it's literally in bins piled on the floor. Where do I put this one? Right here, I think. There. Oh, it's so cute. And then we'll put a couple little dimensionals on the back of him. What did Rhonda say? I missed it. Never ready. Fall brings on winter. Oh yeah, well, yeah, winter out here is no fun. Although we had a very mild winter last year, so if it's like that, I don't care. We had very little snow. The roads were clear and easy to drive on, and it was wonderful. But probably this year it'll be the exact opposite. I know, and then you got to put all the summer stuff away, and oh, it's just a production, right? Okay, so we've got that done. Cute, right? Oh, Sandra said she's not ready either. Well, I'm not wishing it upon anybody, don't get me wrong. But it's coming. Usually we have snow by Halloween, so that's kind of my marker of that. I have to, you know, get the fall stuff cleaned up and ready to put everything away. I'm just trying to find the words. I got words falling off here. Fall, there we go. So this set is nice because it's got all the little extra things that you can make. Like you can say hello summer, spring. You've kind of colored winter. You've kind of covered them all. And then they've got little extra cute things that you could always add. You could always give them a little pumpkin too to sort of welcome in fall. So whatever you like. And I just need to grab a block to put these on. And we're just going to stamp them in Memento. Kind of use your grid paper to line them up, although this one is not your normal grid paper. It's the calendar version. So the lines are a little wiggly, but it kind of gives you a guideline-ish. But we will always stamp it out here to make sure that we like the look of it before we go ahead and put it onto our cardstock. We don't want to waste cardstock unnecessarily. So that looks cute, right? You could just make it a little hello card and skip out the fall, but I thought it was cute to add hello fall. Oh, you love fall too, Sandra? Just not yet. Yeah, I agree. I agree, my dear. But I like to make the fall cards and all the little wintry projects, and I'm digging out my Halloween and fall transfers for Chalk Couture to start creating my little porch stuff that I put out, my signs and stuff. So I'll be creating those hopefully this week so I can get things changed over. Whoops, I'm sticking. I put too much seal on the back there. So I just did a little twisty tie of the linen thread. Nothing, you know, not a bow. I mean, you could tie a bow and then stick that onto the back, but I just kind of put a little bit of seal on the back and then loop my ribbon, and it looks kind of messy. I kind of like that messy look. And then oh, beautiful. I decided to mix and match my natural sequins with the pecan pie clear ribbon dots. Now, I don't know if it'll show on the camera. Oh, it might. They kind of have like this silvery little pattern in behind there on both of them. You can see it more on the silver. Probably should have shown that first. But I decided to use the pecan pie because I had pecan pie in his little body area there. And I just thought the natural sequins would go as well because they sort of cover the gambit of the fall colors. So I've used a big one and a small one. I think this is pretty bang on to what I did for the original, right? Except for I can't get these off. I should grab my take your pick tool instead of my scissors, right? I'm always using my scissors. And then a dark, or you can use the copper, whichever you like. It's your card. You use the embellishments that you have. And then a big one. I think this is pretty bang on to what we've got. And we'll just get all this out of the way. And then I've just embossed the corner of the inside as well. So we'll just grab our crumb cake back again. I'll stamp the envelope later so we can move on to looking at some extra samples. Just give it a little bit of color like we did on the front. Let me clear my desk here as I go. And we'll put this on the inside. Oh my goodness, it's so cute, right? Do you love it? Aw, so cute. So it looks pretty similar, don't you think? I do love that stencil. I think I kind of went off a little bit. It's kind of got a bit of a shadow. And then, of course, I just did that on the inside and the envelope as well because I was going crazy with the stencil. But easy peasy to use the fall leaf embossing folder as well, and just a little bit of blending brush. All right, so there's our little card, and then I'll show you a couple extras. Any questions on that one? I think it's pretty self-explanatory what I used, right? We'll just get this out of the way. So, of course, we were in the theme of back to school, is kind of where my brain went when I was creating. So, when I created the scrapbook page, so I did that first, and then I went into doing the cards. So I created this cute little card that could be used as like a teacher thank you kind of card. Is this not adorable? Now, this paper is retired. Trying to think of what it's called. Let me have a quick look. I should have just kept it out. It was a giant pack that came in the last catalog, the annual, delightfully eclectic. It has like a gamut of different things. It was with that weird pretzel paper. Remember? Does everybody? And the swans. Those are papers I haven't used, and the swans. But the backside I've used. So I used this backside actually on the scrapbook page because it looked like X's, you know, like you would do in school to mark your pages. So I kind of brought that out. So that's the pack that I used to create this. And the books, and there's the little glasses that you can put onto the little birds. Does he not look cute? He looks so studious, I would say. And then I've been creating lately. I don't have it out. I think I did it last week where it kind of stamped a pattern in the background of everywhere and then just created like a focal point. So my scrapbook page is sort of in these colors. And so I used one of the owls that I had left over that I had colored to create sort of like, there's no one like you. You're kind of original. Isn't that cute? And then I've used my chalk marker to kind of give it some accents. And I used just a black pen and I gave it some eyelashes and made the hair a little bit longer because you'll see on this one, the hair's not that long and it doesn't have little eyelashes. But is that not cute? And with that chalk pen or like a white roller gel pen, you can definitely create those little extra and it kind of makes them look cartoonish. So if you kind of like that look, definitely look into having that if you don't have it in your craft collection already. But we don't sell them anymore with Stampin' Up, but I stocked up when we were getting out of them. So I have, I don't know, probably 20 of those chalk markers. So that's a super cute one. And then this one was inspired by Kim Fee, which she's now an artisan designer again. I think she's Simple Fairies, I think is her call name on what am I thinking? Like Facebook, everywhere. I think she's Simple Fairies everywhere, to be honest. So she created this one with that garden walk paper that we had in the, I think it was the mini. Yes, it was the last mini that had a bit of Christmas and had a little bit of summer and flowers and sort of neutrals and stuff like that mixed in with it. So it's got some cute papers. You may still have that in your stash. So I dragged that out because I love this card that she did. So this is basically recreated exactly how she did it. She cut out the flowers out of the paper and then used those as accents and the leaves as extra. And then she just took the paper colors and colored the little birds into those colors. And you can see where she adds like the little cheeks. And then of course using our chalk marker again to add little accents. She does this quite a bit, to be honest, to kind of bring some life to her little characters. So it's a good little practice. I mean, I've been doing it too. I think Lindsay Mann from Inky Thumbs, she does it as well. So It's just kind of whether it's your style or not. But is this not cute? I just love this little card. So it'll go out to somebody for their birthday. And then on the inside, I just had a little extra bird that I had colored. So I just did the leaves and then popped up the little extra bird that I had. Cute, right? Oh, Wendy loves these. It's a cute little bird, I have to say. Bird, owl, whatever you want to call it. I think it's more a bird, right? Let me just, whoops, I'm trying to get my mouse to work here in case I missed anything. No, we look like we're good. So that's all the extras I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the little remake of this one that we did. Tomorrow at 11, the scrapbook page, which is sort of school, back to school related, will be up at 11 o'clock. And then throughout the week on Wednesday, I'll have extra shares of extra cards that I made because I went a little crazy with this set. But that's okay, right? And so if you don't have it, you may consider it. It is in the annual catalog. It is available. And you've got lots of versatility with this one too. But no dies with it. So it is a fussy cut set. Okay? So just remember that. If that's not your thing, then don't even bother looking at it because you'll just get frustrated cutting out them. But they are fairly easy. So it's just up to you whether you enjoy it or not. So I will see you next week. On Saturday, so it'll be the 14th next week, and I'll bring you something, whether I use what I've already created or I change my mind. Who knows? We'll see. It's a mystery. I hope you'll join me. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. I appreciate you all for joining me this morning, and take care and have a wonderful day enjoying soaking up that last bit of summer. All right, we'll see you next week. Paper hugs. Bye-bye.